Hello and welcome to All Around Annapolis. I'm your host, Rhonda Wardlaw. Coming up on September 10th, you are going to be seeing some major changes to the Annapolis solid waste collection system. Now, the good thing is you're going to see a number of benefits to this new schedule, and here to tell us more about that and basically talk trash with me is DPW Director David Jarrell. David, thank you so much for being with us.
My pleasure.
You know, change is always difficult. People do get nervous, especially something that the city has been doing since
forever and ever.
For really forever and ever.
Right.
If you can step back a little bit, kind of bring us up to speed on why are we not only changing the service but also the provider.
Right. So last year about this time, because of the cost of providing the service, we had to implement a rate increase for solid waste. So the refuse fee increased. As part of that decision, we agreed that we would do what's called managed competition for providing the solid waste services. What managed competition really means is that the city employees that provide that service got the opportunity to bid against private contractors. And whoever was lowest was going to be able to perform the service. So we went through the study. The city employees put in a bid. We got 2 bids from private contractors. And it turned out that the private contractors were cheaper. In fact, they were about half.
Wow. For
the low bidder, about half of what the city employees were. So the council decided to award the contract to a private hauler. Bates is the name of the company. And they currently provide our recycling service. So they know the city well, they know the routes very well, and we're confident that they'll provide good service.
Excellent. When we talk about the changes, though, there really are a number of benefits to the change. Let's start there and give us some of those.
Right. So irrespective of who the service provider was going to be, we are implementing some improvements. So the first is that bulk waste is going to change. It's collected quarterly right now, so everybody takes all their bulk items and puts them out on the curb once a quarter. And that's the only time they can do it. Under the new collection system, for the smaller items, for things like tables or end tables and lamps and those types of things, they can put those out with the trash. So every single week they can put those out. For bigger items like refrigerators, ovens, large beds, things like that, they have to call us, make an appointment, and we'll come out within 7 days. 2 items is the limit, but they can put 2 items out every week, and just if they have a lot of items, just put them out, call us and put them out week after week.
Talk to me about before during holidays. I know sometimes they get missed or pushed back, and it was always confusing. Tell me about that change.
Right. So when we were picking up twice a week, when there was a holiday, say on a Monday, and that was your collection day, it wouldn't be rescheduled. We would just wait until Thursday and pick it up. With once a week collection, if you have Monday pickup, we're going to pick you up on Tuesday. We'll slide the Tuesday collections back to Wednesday, and then we'll be caught back up. So there won't be any missed collections. They'll all be rescheduled. There also are a lot less holidays, so a lot less. There's only 6 now under the new schedule, so there'll only be 6 days that we have to bump them back through the year.
Well, you just touched on something that seems to be the big concern to a number of our residents, which is we are going from 2 days a week to 1 day a week refuse pickup and recycling. Talk to me a little bit about, let me give you some concerns that we're hearing. I have too much trash and only picking it up once a week, the smell is going to be atrocious.
Right.
What do you say to that?
Right. And, if people don't put lids on their cans, they will have problems with that. There's no doubt about it. There'll be more rats, there'll be more bugs flying around, there'll be more odors. So the code requires, and we strongly encourage everybody to have a tight-fitting lid on their cans. That'll avoid all of those issues. So really, that's our #1 tip for once-a-week collections. And the reason why we're going to once-a-week collections is because so many people recycle so much more than they used to, and by having that once a week now, that should cover all of the trash that people put out.
Absolutely. We have a number of postcards that are being actually mailed to more than 9,000 of our residents that are service.
That's correct. We've already mailed the first set out.
Okay.
And they look something like this, so hopefully everybody's received those in the mail. About a week before September 10th, we're going to send out another set of cards. And in about 2 to 3 weeks from now, we're going to send out flyers that list the schedule for collections for every single house. So it'll be customized for that particular route. So if you get picked up on Monday, that will be your schedule. It'll show your Monday pickups. It'll show all the holidays where you get bumped back to Tuesday. Whatever your current recycling day is going to be your trash collection day in the future, starting September 10th.
All right.
So if you're Monday and Thursday, but your recycling day is Thursday, your collection day will be Thursday.
It's a good way to remember it.
Right.
And we also want to remind everybody at www.annapolis.gov, there is so much information on there, including a list of frequently asked questions from residents that actually gave us their input of some concerns.
Right,
and it's very valuable, both in English and in Spanish.
Yes.
So, David, thank you so much.
Thank you very
much.
much.
And before we let you go completely, we just want to remind everyone that this doesn't stop on September 10th. It actually begins. So let's say there's somebody that actually forgets to put their trash out. What's going to happen?
Well, please let us know. You can go to the city's website at www.annapolis.gov. You can click on Report a Problem and let us know that you didn't get picked up, and we will come out and pick it up that day. Even if you set it on the wrong day, we want to make sure that it still gets picked up. But we will also let you know what your proper collection day is. Or with the new contractor, new service provider, if you happen to get missed, also let us know, and we'll make sure they come back and pick it up.
Great. We're not going to make you wait a whole nother week.
That's right.
Outstanding. As always, thank you for some great service
Thank you.
for great information.
You're welcome.
And that wraps it up for this edition of All Around Annapolis. Also, you can call the number you see on your screen. That is the Department of Public Works with any questions or concerns you have during the process.